Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know in the comments? I can actually get myself sorted out. Jesus. Yeah, where are we? Are we alright? You can hear me and see me. Fantastic. Thank you, Kirsty. How you doing? You okay? Saf, great new intro. Thank you. Much appreciated. Steve, how you doing, bud? How's things? Nice new hat. I like it. Getting ready for the summer. Festival fresh. I'm not going to a festival, obviously. I'm too old for a festival these days. How you doing, Mandy? How's things? How are we all today? How are we diddling? It wasn't as nice today, was it? Well, it wasn't where I am. Not compared to yesterday. We had a bit of sunshine out, but it was quite overcast, and despite the fact that it was fairly warm, it's been a bit miserable. And that wind is certainly cold. I think we've got your wind today, Steve. The same breeze that you had. But yesterday was enough, I think. Yesterday was enough for me to realise that spring is upon us, and it's going to be a good one this year. Lots of videos, lots of getting out there, plenty of walking as well, hopefully. Take a guess at what happened in the footy today. Did Cape Town win today by any chance, Saf? Did they win? Cold and windy in London, is it, Kirsty? Yeah, it just seems to be the nice weather that we had yesterday. I don't know. I don't want to say it's a one-off. I think maybe it was a one-off for the last week. But hopefully, I haven't checked the weather. I'll have to check now to see whether or not there's going to be any nice weather this week. And apparently not. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it'll be nice. But it will rain the rest of the time, because obviously it would. Oh, hang on. Ball. Yes. Fantastic day for us. Don't think Ashley Young could give a penalty away today, even if he picked the ball up. After the kind of stuff that we had, the kind of luck, when I say luck, the way we've been treated all season, for us to have that kind of game where it all went for us is bizarre. I never went again, obviously, because we won. I need to get my car sorted out on Tuesday before I can start doing longer trips, including one down to Liverpool. Unfortunately, I only caught the last 15 minutes because I couldn't watch it. I didn't need the hassle until I found out we were winning 2-0, and then I just jumped on quickly. Botrix has correctly joined the channel. Hell to the yeah. Your winless streak continues. Oh, no. We can't have that, mate. We can't have that. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. By the way, warning. When I say warning, it's not really a warning. Did I see the semi-final? I did. Again, I missed the first half, but I switched it on for the second half, and what an amazing game. Poor old Coventry. VAR is shit. That's all I've got to say on that. Absolute shit. Horrific stuff. All for the sake of about that much. It's ruining the game. Also saw the Notts Forest Twitter saying that complaining because the VAR in our game was a Luton fan, and apparently they're using that as an excuse that he gave everything to us. Well, we're at the bottom as well, so it just makes no sense whatsoever. Absolute bollocks. Bollocks. I've added another little thing. When I told you about the hotkeys, do you remember? B equals ball. M equals matron. J for joke. Level.
It's going up.
L.
It's going up.
Level. And we've now got stroke. So if anyone's watching, keep an eye on that. That is very important. My mum acted very fast in getting me to hospital and it worked. And that hotkey is O for oh fuck, I've had a stroke. There we go. See, it all makes sense, this. All makes sense. I'll put that back up. If you see any of those things, any of those signs, and you're in the UK, dial 999. If you're in the States, dial 911. In fact, if you're in Europe, I think you can dial 911 as well. Or even in the UK, you can dial 911 because people are so used to hearing it on films and things that they forget ours is 999. But there you go. I will be throwing it up occasionally during streams because it really can make a difference. South Africa, it's 109. Strange. Nice though, I like that. A little bit different. Do you know the reason why it's 999 in the UK? Anybody? Anybody? Do we know why? I do. Otherwise I wouldn't have asked this bloody question, would I? 107 typo. Saf, it's not good having a typo if you're trying to ring someone for help, mate. Kirsty.
It's going up. 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 It's there.
Level 15, fantastic. The reason why it's 999 is from the days of the rotary telephone. You know them ones where you had to go round in a circle. The number 9 is the furthest possible distance that you have to travel with your finger. So 999 was seen to be the number that you couldn't possibly dial by accident. So it was just put in as a little bit of latency to stop people dialing the police or the ambulances by accident. And even though we've got push button telephones, we've stuck with it because people know what the number is. But it's all down to that. Ringy fingery. Well done, Kirsty. Fantastic. I did try something earlier on and it didn't work. Some alert. Because obviously it's YouTube, everything's set up for streaming for Twitch. So you make loads of things work in Twitch, but you can't make much work in for YouTube with things like alerts and all that shit. It's next to the old bar on a right rotary, so you can find it. It is straight in, but also you can't accidentally dial it. At least Red Bull won this morning, so your weekend wasn't ruined completely. I take it that's Formula 1. I don't like Red Bull. In general. The drink, the Formula 1, the buying of football teams, the whole corporation is disgusting. But, you know, I don't watch Formula 1. I used to. Not anymore. Wonder if Mitchell will join us. Speedy Mitchell. We never know. If he does, make sure that we say hello to him. I enjoyed that on Saturday. Or was it Saturday? Yesterday even. That's the one good thing, I suppose, about random just jump on streams. I don't need to do any prep for it. It can be anywhere. And a 10-minute stream lasted an hour, which was good because I didn't have anything to do, but I was looking for something to do. So an hour spent in your company was fantastic. Who's Mitchell? Mitchell, on the stream yesterday, Mitchell from Holland joined. I think it was after you went to pick Helen up. He must have got it through the shorts, because it was a portrait feed, portrait live. It's in the shorts feed, and he jumped in and started talking to people and said he was going to try and jump in on the streams if possible. So we may have another sub, someone else coming in, which would be fantastic. We're all about growth. And not in a Viagra kind of way, just about growth. You're a Chico Perez fan, so a Red Bull fan by association. That's fair enough. Fair enough, Seth. Different strokes for different folks and all that jazz. I should be a Mercedes fan if that's the case, but nah. My interest went completely after the likes of Nigel Mansell and then Ayrton Senna when that poor sod died. Just pointless after that. It is just about who's got the fastest laptop now. Not good. Mitchell's flag is already up, yes it is. Right behind us. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Goedenavond, Hadewig. Ben je goed? 8.15 thousand subs now. Am I having a party when I reach 10,000? No. Because it'll just be Shorts fans, and Shorts fans won't join in on the lives, unfortunately. I'm starting to get a bit more watch time done in. You know, it's jumping up a little bit, but at the same time, it's also falling off from last year. So I'm swimming upstream, as it were. But that little stream I did yesterday for an hour got me over 10 hours of watch time, which is spectacular, really, isn't it, for a silly little I'll just jump on and tell people what I'm up to kind of stream. Always enjoyable. You also have Chico's autograph on a piece of his art, one prized possession. I am not surprised, mate. Well done. It's nice to have stuff like that. I've got Leo Messi's autograph on a Barcelona shirt, which I do love. I'm looking at Duncan Ferguson's autograph on an Everton shirt, which should be really easy because my dad taught Duncan Ferguson's son to drive. But I never got to meet him. Me hero, and I never got to meet him. What else have I got? What's something else as well? Seamus Coleman signed shirt as well. Neville Southall signed picture. I know that's football, Mandy, but he's from Llandudno, so it's fantastic. You're doing a retrospective watch back, are you, Mandy? That's nice to hear. Speaking of which, I was thinking of possibly going back and watching some of the first videos that I did in the Stroke series and doing a watch along, just seeing what the difference is between what I felt and how things were back then and what they are now. Don't know whether to do them possibly do them as a live. Just jump in occasionally and do a live and see if anyone would want to see what my reactions are to watching myself a year ago. Should be interesting. I think it's interesting. It's better background noise than the news. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you very much. I would think so. The news is miserable. Mind you, listening to a stroke victim's fucking miserable as well, isn't it, I suppose? I try not to be miserable, so it should be happy. Big Dunk, yep. My dad's taught a fair few of the footballers' kids. Stephen Gerrard's kids. Leighton Baines. They're all part of that same group that went to school together, so word of mouth gets you jobs, man. Big Nev, best keeper in history. I have never seen anyone better. From about 1984 through to 1988, there was nobody touchable. So he was untouchable. There was no one even close. Absolutely incredible. Right back, no worries, Hadewig, no worries. It would be cool because I'm cool, Mandy. fuck's sake. Even I couldn't believe that. A little bit of sick came up. I've come a long way from sitting on my bed. I have. I'm now sitting on a chair with better lights behind me. The lights tonight, by the way, I tried to go for a little bit of a, I don't know, it's a tequila sunrise. I don't know, is that a tequila sunrise? A bit orangey, although it looks very orangey to the naked eye. A bit tealy. It does look like a bit of a cocktail, doesn't it? That's not a cocktail shaker, by the way. That should have water in it, but it doesn't. So I'll have to stick with the tea. Seth, not even his wife. Funnily enough, he had a t-shirt underneath his goalie shirt with "I love my wife" written on it. And when we won the FA Cup in 1995 against Man United at Wembley, whenever all the lads went out and had a drink together, there was we had a hotel booked for the Everton team, where all the family went and they all liked to drink. Nev didn't drink alcohol, so he just drove all the way back to North Wales. Just won the FA Cup, straight in his car and went home. He is tapped, but in a good way. It looks like a sunset. I thought so. I like the way it looks. I want to mess around with the lights and try and do something different every time. I'll have to tidy up in there though, because that looks like an absolute shit pit, doesn't it? Me laminator. Me cutter. Me Pixar lamp. Just, yeah, I need to tidy that up. I need to tidy loads of stuff up. There's just too much shit everywhere. Everywhere I look, there's something. You know what I mean? It's just everywhere you look at, there's something. Nifty 50. I cannot work that because I've only got one working hand. But there you go. Looks like the pier's on fire. The pier was on fire at Southport years ago. It used to be longer than it is. It's now the second longest iron pier in England, after Southend. But about a third of a mile of it collapsed and fell into the sea at some point, when the sea used to come in. I was talking to me ma about the beaches and stuff, and then going and getting some video, and she told me that Ainsdale Beach is probably the one to go to. It's one I haven't been to for a long time, but apparently I'll be able to get down there. I'll be able to drive. The sea comes in, and it has got a great reputation. I think it's won awards for being a fantastic beach. I'm going to take you down there at some point, hopefully in the next couple of weeks if it gets a little bit better. Mind you, even if it's pissing down with rain, it doesn't matter, does it? The beach is the beach is the beach. Gennaro Gattuso went to his childhood village and went to wake the kids up and played footy in the street after winning his Champions League. He's another one who's a bit mad. I liked him though. Very good player for Rangers. So you had a barge go through Cromer Pier 30 years ago during a storm. Bloody hell. Bet that did some damage. I know piers, they're built to last, but they're not exactly built to last. No, built to last waves, not fucking barges smashing through them. Man, you've been to Ainsdale Beach? Did you like it? I've not been since I was a kid, I don't think. Probably about 11 or 12 years of age. Despite the fact that it is literally just 5 miles in that direction. Ali, now then girl, how you doing? Slanger. How's it going? Yeah, right. I am aching all over, and I'm also wearing pink shorts. I don't know if that's a coincidence or not, but yeah. My knee was giving me all kinds of grief yesterday. It still is. Slathered it, good word, I love that, slathered it in Voltarol. See if that helped. No good. Good to hear it, Ali, good to hear it. Yeah, the time that Gattuso squared up to Joe Jordan, I had no idea who he picked on. My dad and Joe Jordan had some fantastic ding-dong battles. I think Joe Jordan was the one where on the Middlesbrough played against Man United, and on the back of the mirror, my dad is punching Joe Jordan, and on the back of the Sun, Joe Jordan's punching my dad from two separate incidents. And they knocked shite out of each other for 90 minutes, shook hands and went had a beer together. Absolutely fantastic, loved it. Cracking fella. Mind you, they all were back then, like Kenny Burns, Joe Jordan, Gordon McQueen, top fellas. Yeah, my dad was tough man as well. No shrinking violet. Got that somewhere. My dad's got a scrapbook from his career, and one of the main things that's in there, when he made his debut for Wrexham in 1970, his league debut, Bill Shankly he'd been kicked out of Liverpool, and he wasn't allowed to go back to the training pitch or anything. They told him straight, don't come back. So Bill Shankly ended up going to watch Everton quite a lot, but also helping out all the teams around the northwest. He'd just go and turn up, do you want any advice, do you want any help and stuff like that. And he ended up at Wrexham, and obviously he knew my dad. So when my dad was making his debut, like I say, in 1970 against Reading, I think it was, he got a telegram to come through, all the best broken nose, love Shanks. And he's still got it somewhere. So to make your debut and have a telegram from Bill Shankly, even for a blue, that's not bad going, that, like. I'm feeling, Ali, I'm feeling so much better for seeing you, darling. So much better for seeing you. Not too bad. I thought, I didn't want to say I've got a cold coming on. It wasn't a cold, it was me hay fever. It seems to have been very, very sniffly, sneezy. The last couple of days, I was sneezing all morning, but I took me antihistamines and ginger's crossed. I've been alright since. The weather today has been a bit overcast, sunny spells, warm, with a cold wind. I've not been able to get out and go for a walk, that's the problem. I meant to earlier, and then just the day disappeared. Obviously with Everton playing and the cup semi-final being on. Next thing you know, I looked up and thought, right, it's time to go and have a shower. That's me day done. Got to go and get my car sorted on Tuesday, hopefully. Ian at Tri-Point Motors. If you're in the northwest and you've got a Mercedes, go and see him. He is fantastic. I will go in there and get my car sorted, and then I'll be able to go a little bit further, not just pootling around the town. I'll be able to get on the bypass and go to Formby and things. Sun splitting the rocks for 3 days in a row over there in Ireland. 18 degrees, bloody hell, that's nice. I think it was 12 today. It was 14 yesterday, and that difference, 2 degree difference, was huge. Steve, you watch a good video today all about the 4th most successful club in Dutch history, HVV Den Haag. You'd think Den Haag would be a successful football town, with it being the administrative capital of the Netherlands, and also, but the Netherlands is only a small place, so between Amsterdam and Rotterdam, Den Haag's just there, isn't it, towards the coast. But you'd think there'd be enough people there to make that a successful football town. It never was when we were there. They were just hooligans, to be honest. Might look into that though, mate. I quite like me Dutch football history. Your mum's resting, Saf. Good to hear it, mate. Ali, factor 50 today. isn't that a boiler suit and a helmet? I looked quite fast on yesterday's walk. I wouldn't say that. Thing is, Mandy, right, I have always been an incredibly fast walker. So if I get off a train, I'll be gone, and then the entire train is about 3 miles behind me. When I walk slowly, I feel like I'm going to fall forward. It's uncomfortable. So I'm not walking quickly, but it has improved. If you go back and look at the early stroke videos as well, some of them I took an absolute eternity to get round. I knew I was getting quicker when walking from here to the top of the road and back. I think it was 500 and odd steps when I first started. Then it was 300. It's like I'm proper getting back in me getting into me stride. Desperately getting into me stride. Cheating with long legs, yeah, very long legs, long stride pattern, but also I walk quick as well. And I miss that because I always feel like I'm going to fall forward. It's a horrible feeling. Saf, 2019 FC Zwolle, or PEC Zwolle as I remember them, sent their under-19s, younger Zwolle, to play your childhood club, Santos FC. Very nice. They were one of our rivals. Zwolle are also from Overijssel, which is the part of the Netherlands that Enschede and Zwolle are the two big cities. Zwolle, I think, is the capital of Overijssel. So they're one of our big rivals over there, along with Heracles. Ali, you tried a Biscoff milkshake today. Very nice, but very filling. Milkshakes are, aren't they? Did it bring all the boys to the yard? They never went professional, so the only amateur team in the Dutch league with a star over the badge, right? Do you know what? The amateur game in Holland is absolutely incredible. The team I played for, Sport Club Enschede, merged with Enschede's boys and they became FC20 in 1965. Before that, they'd played in the professional leagues as amateurs. Mad. Completely different world over there. Daddy long legs, that's me. I have very, very long legs. You almost got to see them today as well. I was going to take the drone out and try the dolly shot. Listen to me, absolute wanker, a dolly shot. That's where the camera's in front of you. I was going to get the drone in front of me while I was walking. You would have seen me with me pink shorts on and me repulsively skinny legs. You're back, Hadwig? Good. You didn't miss anything. I was just passing time till you got back. Don't worry about that. Yep, nobody's going to break in my stride. Nobody's going to slow me down, as me and Matthew Wilder would say. Got to keep on moving. We have. That's a song that is actually quite, it's quite apt. Quite apt. Twente doing very well, we are. Still third in the league, aren't we, I think? Not going to get second or first, so unfortunately, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. Hadwick, you won the cup today. Did that carry on, did it? Because I know it was suspended for a while, wasn't it? Because you set fire to the stadium. Not a little bit. Set fire to the stadium. Yes, congratulations. Mandy, you checked out where the Isle of Dogs is. It's the tonsilly bit on the EastEnders opening sequence. It is. It's where Canary Wharf and all that is. Are there any cats on the Isle of Dogs? Half FA Den Haag, do they still exist? They probably will, won't they? Like I was saying, Sport Club Enschede and Enschede's boys merged to make FC20, but Sport Club Enschede and Enschede's boys still exist as amateurs. So I ended up playing for Sport Club for 3 years. I've got my kit somewhere. somewhere. I think it's in the other, maybe in the other wardrobe or somewhere else. Bollocks to it, somewhere else, who cares? It was played in its entirety, yep. There seems to be a bit of an issue in the Netherlands with football fans. It needs to stop. We went through all this stuff in the 70s and 80s in England, and it was stupid. Just, it needs to stop. That's not just the Netherlands. Turkey is as bad. Italy, stupid. You were disappointed it's not an island. No, it's an isle. In as much as there's waterways in there, isn't there? Lots of docks on the Isle of Dogs. Fire was a disgrace, yeah. People's pet cats, yes. But are they happy? Oh. Gefeliciteerd. Correct. Prima. Why is it called the Isle of Dogs? Mandy, you're our expert. Why is it called the Isle of Dogs? Shall we find out why is it called the Isle of Bleeding Dogs? I am slightly disappointed that nobody has picked up or mentioned the Isle of Doggins, as I thought one of you would at least. The etymology. There we go. The name Isle of Dogs, Dogges, old school, occurs in the Timaeus Descriptio of 1588. That's how far back it was. Applied to a small island in the southwest part of the peninsula. So there is a little island within that peninsula which is called the Isle of Dogs. Right, so there is the name is next applied to the Isle of Dogs farm, originally known as Pomfret Manor, in 1683 rather. So it's just right. So in 1898, an edition of Brewer's Dictionary of Phrase and Fable attributes the name so called from being the receptacle of the greyhounds of Edward III, whereas other people say it's a corruption of the Isle of Ducks. So you're right, Mandy, nobody knows. Absolute bollocks, nobody knows. And there'd be an absolute million different other reasons for it if you go to any pub around London. Why is it called that? It's a fucking Isle of Dogs, mate, know what I mean? South Africa, you've got a problem with referees and brown envelopes. I think we do here too. When you tore your ankle ligament in 89, Steve, oh man, that's painful. You had a few months off, your neighbour drove a lorry and you go with him. Deliver concrete beams when they were extending the docks. Very, very nice. Is that when you were starting to build all that? Well, there was nothing there, was there, for absolute decades? Just like the same as Liverpool docks. Then all of a sudden, a little bit of money goes in there and it's starting to make a fortune. Don't let these things go to shit. Should look after them. Look after them, man. Back in a bit, Kirsty, no worries. Only because you're not dirty-minded. What? Have you heard these streams before? It's filth. Filth. Filthy beggars. Left it to the Chancellor of Dogging to make that correlation. Fair enough. I tip me brow to you, mate. Not proved. Yeah, definitely not proved. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah. How's Rube and Helen? How are they getting on? They are right. Both ready for bed. Very wise. Very, very wise. Oh, shite. That has just reminded me. Cheers for that. What time is Red Dwarf on tonight? £1 in the pissing morning. Of course. Of course it is. Why would it not be? £1 in the morning. I didn't take my daughter into town yesterday, so I thought she must be having a night off. And I got a phone call at about 4:15 this morning, but I was absolutely out for the count. A couple of texts. Are you there? Are you still awake? And a phone call. No. So she must have had to get a taxi home. But if you're going to go out and possibly need a lift later on in the night, tell me before you go out that you need one. Otherwise, I am not going to stay awake. If I'd have known, I'd probably had a nap at about 10 o'clock or something, but no. If you're watching Jess, you're a dumbass. You could have mentioned something during the day. You're nice, Mandy. Mostly. You are nice. Everyone's nice, to be honest. Like I said yesterday, I'm quite lucky. Quite lucky in as much as I've piggybacked on Daniel and Spencer's audience, but it is a fantastic crowd of people. I'm delighted. You all rock. How's your training coming on, Ali? You sticking with it? Is Helen watching Britain's Got Talent? Which, by the way, they should take to the European Court of getting things wrong, because that programme would have you believe that Britain has absolutely no talent whatsoever. These wanky singers, hate them. The ones doing 1 million notes per syllable. Stop. It's horrific. It needs to stop. Ali, it's going okay. Fingers crossed they do organise the 5k. But you were ready to go, which is the hard part. So carry that on. Just keep going. Helen spoiled it today. You received apple crumble for pudding. Right. Cover your ears, Steve. Cover your ears. Helen, marry me. Man. Apple crumble. There's no need for this. It's filth. Absolute filth, Steve. Filth. Had a week got a phone call? No worries. Watching this on TV while doing the family tree stuff. What more can you ask for on a Sunday night? Apart from some tall scouse tit and a bad hat. Why am I not on BBC? No more phone calls from now on. Very, very wise. How's the family tree going on? Steve, I thought the family tree in Norfolk was just a twig, mate. Just one straight line. The same as Banks in bloody Southport. It's a trunk, that's it. I think someone tried to do our family tree once, got to a certain point and went no more. What on earth did they stumble across that was made them think no more? But yeah, it was fucking Hitler, wasn't it? Yes, Britain's most marketable act. That's all it is. Nothing more. Jinxie, what's the crack? Wanky fingers. Ain't nothing going on but the rain child. How's things with you? Is she into genealogy? Yeah, is Helen into genealogy, or is it something that I'm bored on a Sunday night? I'll start checking the family tree. Your family tree is a forest now. That's no bad thing. Must be nice going back though, Steve. Just any kind of history for the family must be fantastic. I'd love to do that. Yeah, Kirsty is around and about. She will be back soon. Hadewig, your dad's cousin, did his family tree once. Everyone lived in Brabant. Back to the 1600s, except one guy that became a sailor and got kidnapped into slavery by the Barbarys. From Brabant to the Barbarys. Not good. But again, I suppose it's nice being able to trace your history, your family tree back to the same place. Where it's proper roots, that, isn't it? You know your family is absolutely part of the soil. I think it's probably slightly different for the likes of us living in Liverpool. If you're in a port, so many of your family ended up going away to sea and, I don't know, meeting people or moving. You know, family members in New Zealand and here, there, and bloody everywhere. So, but there's still plenty of family in Liverpool. The rest of you are less adventurous. That's just knowing what you like, isn't it? You know, if you like being part of the same area, you're comfortable where you are. What's the point in moving? You don't need to. You did your My Heritage test last month. Oh, you said, didn't you, that you come back as you could have saved the money. It was just you all come from next door but one or something. Yeah, 100% North Brabant. Steve, your family tree is back into the 1500s. You're still bricklayers or land crabs in Norfolk. Man. But it's nice. I think there's a history. That history that goes to the family, if you can trace it and you can see where everything comes from, I think it's fantastic. Well worth doing if you've got the time, the ability, the bits and pieces that you need. Don't even know how to do it myself. You were just dirt poor farmers that couldn't afford to move. But would you, if you had the money, would they have preferred to stay where they are? Somewhere that you know, somewhere that you feel comfortable. Not everybody feels like disappearing halfway around the bloody world, do they? Although I think I would at the moment. Wouldn't mind a bit of a holiday. Ali, you were 100% Irish, Scottish and Welsh, or a complete Celt. Have to be very careful saying that. Yep. South Africa, and you have portions from Indonesia on your dad's side, and Ireland, your mum's grandmother. That's a nice combination, that, mate. I like that. Saf he is the world citizen of this stream. You are the official world citizen. I wonder if I can, I don't know, give you some kind of award. I'll print off some kind of award and put it up there for you. Saf, the world citizen. You moved to Limburg. Not that far though, is it? Easy to get back and see all the family and everything. It's nice being close to your family. which is what we were when we lived in Wrexham, which I think it's 40 minutes to get back into Liverpool where we lived. Then we moved to Middlesbrough and it's about 2.5 hours. But you can still get back and see people. And then as soon as it was the Netherlands, it was like, shit, we're gonna struggle to get back here. So we'll only get back 2 or 3 times a year. But you still make the effort to go back and see your family. Makes it even better, to be honest, at that point. Going back for Christmas and seeing the family was always... I knew it was only going to be that once during the winter and once during the summer holidays. So I cherish that kind of thing. So if your forefathers couldn't afford to move either, they had no choice in the matter. If you're stuck, make the best of it. And you could be living somewhere a lot worse than you are, mate, honestly. Yeah, the houses are cheaper there. That's... A lot of people will suffer from the same thing, won't they? Being priced out of where you come from and having to go somewhere else. But as long as you're comfortable with where you are, you're happy where you are, you're close to your family, make the best of it, don't you? Ali, complete Celt. Yep. No getting away from it. I seen a map on Twitter as well the other day, which he was going back to... I can't remember when it was, but it was like proper old school map. Don't know if it was before Roman times. It was the time when we had the Celt tribes were all over Britain, not just Ireland, Scotland, Wales and Cornwall, the whole of Wales, but it also continued through Liverpool. So a huge amount of West Lancashire was also Celtic at some point. So you never know, might actually have Celtic blood in myself after all. European and Asian heritage but living in Africa. So if you're doing it all, mate, you're covering all bases. That's a great way of doing it. Hour drive to your parents and your older sister, a 1 minute walk to your twin sister. You can't go wrong with that, Hadawik. Cannot go wrong with that. Definitely a unique culture for Saf. It's King's Day, is it? Next weekend. Alright. I'll have to look into see if we can do something for that on the stream. Celebrate King's Day. Spencer was live yesterday. Has he bottled out to coming over yet? Has he? I didn't see it myself. I was doing something else. I can't even think what I was doing. I've been in the middle of doing all kinds the last few days. Getting ready for stuff. Right. One author once described the Cape Coloured community as God's stepchildren. Ah, that's nice. And you've got cousins in New Zealand and Australia and a niece in Vegas. Difficult to get to. They are proper treks, aren't they? You can't exactly just jump in the car and go and see them. That is a proper trek. New Zealand looks fantastic. That is one place I think if I ever won the lottery or somewhere, I'd love to go see New Zealand. New Zealand and Canada. And of course Iceland. Desperate to go to Iceland. He's still going, is he? He hasn't shit a hat. Can't wait to see what he makes of the place. In fact, there's a lot of those the American YouTubers reacting to English stuff that I'd love to see them just come and see what it's actually like. Not just what it's like on a video or something. Come and see for yourself. It might surprise you, but I think they'll all go away thinking this is a fantastic place with some incredible people. At least I hope so anyway. Because it is. The UK is a nice place. It's ruined by some people. But on the whole, we're alright, aren't we? Your plan is to avoid all the crowds and go to the forest where there is nobody. Hadawik, I like the sound of that as well. Steer well clear of all the crowds on King's Day. Commune with nature. Fill your lungs with the fresh air. Brilliant. Yeah, he's got tickets to see Liam Gallagher and John Squire. You're not going to give that up, are you? Iceland is amazing. They've got chocolate cake at the gas stations. That's why Mum goes to Iceland, obviously. So if your niece and her family are living in Birmingham, call her some brummy boy and he rolls laughing. Yep. Birmingham. A tiny island full of puffins. We played, Everton played KR Reykjavik in the Europa League going back a while ago now. A good while ago. Might have been in the 1990s. Sure it was actually, yeah. We played at their place. I think a few hundred Evertonians went over. When they played here, there was only 2 KR Reykjavik fans in the away end. Fair play to them. But all the lads that went over said they were trying to get them to eat puffin pie. Can't eat puffin pie. And then loads of blues come back saying that the puffins taste really nice. Famous for it though, aren't they? Yeah, Ali, all places have crazy wackadoos. We do. But I think we get a bad reputation as well. I think we're all alright over here. We're quite relaxed. We're quite chilled. There are some dickheads, but as you say, you get them everywhere. Only watching EB now, and he seems a lot happier driving his digger. I haven't watched a single one of his videos in ages. I don't know what's going on with the algorithm. But one did cross me path earlier on today, and I've saved it to watch later, where he's in a roller or something. He's changed his mind about going to Ireland. He's going there in December instead, hasn't he? Yeah, I think he said that, didn't he? Not going during the summer, go back in December. Had a week you had puffin meat, back when you weren't a vegetarian. Best time to have it is when you're not a vegetarian. Very dark meat. So it must be lean, if that's the case. So if you found out that puffins lose their famous bills after the mating season, what? Is that like because at that point there's no need of having it? You can't show off anymore. And that's what we lads do. Us males always show off. I've never had puffin. What have I had? I've had ostrich. That was alright actually. And I think, was it alligator? It was something mad anyway. Obviously a few alcoholic beverages were taken beforehand. Yeah. A toucan turns up, getting bare puffin female, singing toucan play that game. Adorable little birds. Amazing they can fly with their little wings. They're just, again, they're similar to bees, aren't they? Where they look as though the shape is completely wrong for flight, and yet they still can. We might show off, but our nose doesn't drop off. Yep. We don't. I'm wearing a cow print bucket hat, a very bright t-shirt, and I'm wearing pink shorts. I'm basically a puffin. Can't move back from southern Europe themselves because the Alps are in the way, of course. Don't think about things like that, do you? Just, they're in the way. Can you not go round them? They haven't got a sat nav, have they? They haven't got a map. It's funny as well, isn't it? Anything above 8,000 metres, There's 14 8,000 metre plus peaks in the world. Anything above 8,000 is called the death zone. The death zone because there's not enough breathable oxygen to keep the body alive. So while you're above 8,000 metres, like Mount Everest and things like that, your body is slowly killing itself. And yet there are birds that fly over the top of that. How do they survive? I don't know. And that's 8,488 metres or 8,848 metres, Everest. Almost the same height as airplanes fly. And yet there's birds flying over it. Oh, hello. Hedwig.
It's going up, 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 it's there.
Levelled up, fantastic, well done. Level 20, bloody hell. They get lost, of course they get lost. Everyone gets lost in the Alps. Did they go for the après ski? Yeah, imagine pelicans are worse than seagulls when it comes to stealing your food. Have you seen the size of them things? I was lying on a beach in Cuba, as you do, and one flew over me quite low. And it looked like, I honestly thought it was like World War II. I thought a Lancaster bomber's just gone over. This thing was fucking massive. Huge, proper hench. Massive pelican. Surprised me how big they were. Yet, they don't know there's a way around. They might do at some point. But for the time being, stuck. Roadworks. Level 20, a nice round number it is. Or 20, as it's known. Pelican, is that the Guinness bird? The Guinness bird is the toucan, isn't it? Yeah, the toucan. The ones who are secretly shagging all the puffing girls. The pelican is the symbol of the blood donation bank there, right? There's a penguin colony in Argentina that's related genetically to the Cape Jackass penguin, the South African one. What? I suppose he would be, wouldn't he? Diane Saif. Cuba, was I in a communist convention? No, I was in a 5-star resort in a hotel on a Cayo. A very, very nice Cayo off the main island. Stunning. We did go to Havana though, and I stood outside the Ministry of Information, that building with the huge Che Guevara face on the side of it. And it was in Revolution Square, where Fidel Castro used to make all his speeches. And we went to the government building, which looks like a mini White House, which was fantastic. There's a room made entirely out of gold, which you're not allowed in, but of course for a couple of pesos, they let us in there, had a look around, and then went and had a beer. This would be the equivalent of going to see the Houses of Parliament and just then sitting with your feet up on a balcony having a beer as the world went by. It's fantastic. I loved it. Loved Cuba. Also went to the nearest town to the resorts, a place called Moron, which was exceptionally poor, but I felt we had to go there to see what the actual people lived, what they lived like. Don't just go and think it looks like a 5-star hotel, because it doesn't. Pelican, yeah. You got the can part right, you did. Toucan, pelican. Pelican is a crossing, it is, because of the shape of it. There's a toucan crossing as well, I think. I'll ask my dad, he knows about all these things, obviously being a driving instructor. He knows this shit. They thought in the Middle Ages that pelicans fed their young with their own blood from the chest. Interesting. Hence the reason why it's the symbol. Yeah, Saf, were they blown to South Africa one day from South America? How did they get there? Steve, did they have the old cars yes and no. I was slightly disappointed. There was loads of them. The old 50s and 40s and 50s American cars. But there was a shitload of Renaults, Peugeots, Ladas. Russia and France were quite happy to send cars over there. So there wasn't quite as many of the old American ones. But when they were, they looked stunning. I loved as well this thing about the Ministry of Transport. If you wanted to drive from Havana to somewhere else, you got stopped on the outskirts of town and they'd say, where are you going? Okay. How many people are in your car with you? Just you. You've got 3 spare seats. Take these 3 people with you. You all put money in and it goes towards the maintenance of the roads and things. Fantastic. Plus, everyone's name is down on a piece of paper, so if anything happened, the police knew exactly who to look for. For years, the English thought that barnacles were the eggs of barnacle geese. Very strange. Did they have the internet by now in Cuba? When your sister went, they didn't. I'm not 100% sure. When I went, it was 2005. I don't know if things have changed slightly. It's probably a bit more Americanized than it was when we went. But I love the fact that we were in Havana, an absolutely massive capital city, a world capital city. There wasn't a single McDonald's or Starbucks, nothing. It was super. If you wanted a burger, just go to a little restaurant, go to someone selling them at the side of roads. Brilliant. It's the way it should be. Not the same. Every city that you go to just looks the same. McDonald's, pound stretcher, Starbucks, pound stretcher, McDonald's. Oh, shit, man. Probably trekked over Antarctica. Probably did. Swam to Antarctica, walked across it, swam from the other side to South Africa. Yeah, all chilling together, and when the continent split, formed their own firms, their own little gangs. Yep. Antarctica to South Africa is quite a distance. But if anyone can do it, the penguins can. No good going dogging in Cuba on your own. Definitely not. Definitely not. I don't think they would allow it over there. Castro would have you shot. Even though Fidel Castro, a little bit of fiddle. Nick, do more walks, you melty-faced get, Jeff. Thank you. Appreciate that, mate. You horrible, nasty blue bastard. No need for him sometimes. Oh, God. This Silla's giving me jip again. Well, seeing as though Jeff has just popped up, best go and see if I can remember which one's his button. Do you not think? For a little bit of Tales from the Crypt with Jeff. Jeff Atiti. Yeah, I was there, man. He got around, didn't he, Jeff? What's he playing at? Congratulations, you just met the real Loch Ness Monster. Your arse would go seeing that, wouldn't it? Look at the state of him, man. Beaster Island? Wow, go ahead. I want that. I wonder if I can get one of those made. Hoo-yah! I'd love to get a Jeff Beaster Island made. Wonder if I can make one. Had a week you got invited to work on an ongoing longitude study for your Thursday afternoon research hours. Get on it. Get on it, girl. OnlyFins update. You're watching your corridors mating in one aquarium as you watch the live stream. Up the corridors. Sounds painful, to be honest. Yeah, Jeff, play nice. Stop messing up the weather. Nick might get out more. I am 100% behind that. You're knitting orchids. That's going to take some doing. Yeah, never got the Loch Ness Monster. There must be an entire population of monsters to keep going, otherwise they'd have died out long ago. The reason why you don't get it, Hadavika, is because you are sensible. These things could not possibly still survive. It's been there for 58,000 years, really. Orchids are beautiful, they really are. Stunning things. Nature's beautiful. Even on my little walk yesterday, the house over the road with there's a couple of purple plants, a red one, a yellow one. That little bit of colour all looks fantastic. Luckily the aquarium is next to your PC monitor, so it's easy to glance over and have a quick perv. Fish perv. Yeah, shouldn't you grow them, man? Nah, growing them's too easy. Knitting them, that's where it's at. Plus, in theory, there's not a chance of them dying then. Don't need to water them. Nothing like that. First one took ages. They will do though, stuff like if it's the first one you've ever done, it will take ages, making sure you got it right. Then the second one will be quicker. Third, 98th, all be quicker. Yeah, doing fish porn. Waterborne fish porn. Only 20 years ago, biologists found the cookie cutter shark. Yeah, but Loch Ness, they're supposed to be tens of thousands of years old. Nothing lasts tens of thousands of years. You might get Greenland sharks living for hundreds of years, but you're not going to get something that's going to be 70 or 80,000 years old. Loch Ness Monster will be a good sized sturgeon, you reckon? Nicola? Is that what she is? Who knows what else is out there? There could be all kinds of stuff. Why am I sitting still all of a sudden? Sorry. My back's hurting. I'm a bit sore today. Yeah, moving again. I also trying to sit still so I don't get the camera auto focusing because it's being a pain in the arse. Kirsty, what have you missed? Knitted orchids and fish porn is what you've missed. And the Isle of Doggins, of course. Yeah. You've missed us missing your company, of course, definitely. A species of river dolphin was discovered just before lockdown. Are they similar to the ones in the Amazon, the pink ones? Pink blind dolphins that just look completely and utterly made up, but they are real because they're there. It's bizarre. Some of the things that are out there are so strange. Loch is also poor for food yet. What are the large population of monsters feeding on? There will be fish in there, but there's not going to be enough to keep a massive monster going. But saying that, basking sharks are huge and they just live on krill, don't they? Some men's knickers are ancient. Are we talking from experience here, are we, Jackie? I'm wearing new ones. Marks and Spencers. Yeah, and you also missed out on toucans sneaking in and scoring all the puffin ladies. All the puffin ladies, all the puffin ladies. They are related to the pink river dolphin. They really do look weird, them things, but pretty. when you can see them. Obviously, the Amazon's full of silt and minerals and what have you. The river dolphin's under the threat of extinction too. Men don't wear knickers. Steve, most of us don't. There is a subset of fellas that do like to wear a little bit of something else. Which, again, I'm going to have to say this now. When I was married, many a time I would come home and my ex-wife would be wearing my boxer shorts. No big deal made of it. If I was to wear one of her thongs, of course, I'd have been out on the street. It's just, it's bang out of order. Bang out of order. Men wear Speedos. Well, Speedo Mick does. I think he's being given the Freedom of Liverpool or something next week. Speedo Mick. Absolutely insane fella. Wearing just Speedos, a swimming cap and goggles, and his boots to go to the match in the middle of February. -4 degrees Celsius, and he still turns up like that. Collected hundreds of thousands of pounds for charity. Too much information. Did I get them for my birthday? No, Mandy, I bought them for myself. I like to keep on top of stuff like that. My clothing. Every month I'll buy myself something else and I'll throw something away. So constantly replenishing my clothing stock. Whether it's stupidly expensive socks, which I tend to buy. Always good quality cotton underwear. Treat yourself, man. Look after your best friend. Steve prefers to go commando. Easy, Tiger. Are you a bit Scottish? Don't mention that because Kirsty will be trying to get him to wear a kilt. Imagine the smell. Nah. In the Amazon, everything is a threat to any existence. It is. Absolutely 100%. Everything there wants to eat everything else. Yeah, unfair, of course it is. Any man looks better in a kilt. Not 100% sure, but I know it has been said before, so I'll go with you on that one. No claggy bits. Good thinking. Yeah, that's nature. We don't see it, but life is hard, painful and short for most animals in the wild. It is. Thongs were originally for men, as were high heels. Well, yeah, because there's loads of pictures of cavaliers and things like that wearing boots with high heels on the back of them. Don't know why, but yes, we did. I couldn't get away with wearing them. Not at my height. And being scared of heights. No good. Just defaulted to top chat again. Bell end of a fucking thing this is. It does sound strange. But then, of course, pink was also a boy's colour years ago as well. Then all of a sudden it's not anymore. You're only 9% Scottish, so you're a wee bit Scottish. Is his wee a bit? My legs would probably look amazing. How do we? They don't. They might have looked alright when I was playing football, but I lost so much weight in the hospital. They're far too thin now. And they never see the sun. So I don't suppose they go quite well with the pink shorts, but you know. I'm wearing them anyway, I don't care. I used to have not chunky legs, but they were quite athletic. Playing five-a-side every week. They looked okay. I'll get away with them. Not now. They look like they should be hanging out of a nest. Yep, our change from men to women. So it must have happened at some point, mustn't it? Last bit can be helped. It all can. I can get out there and get sunburned, but I'll need to work on them. I can't go running because I can't really. Well, I can't walk. Never mind run. I'd love to be able to do a bit of running, get on the treadmill, build up my strength, but I can't yet. I will do eventually though. Blue for girls, yeah, like in depictions of Mary it was. Pink for boys, blue for girls. So it wasn't like that long ago either. We're not talking thousands of years ago. Only after Queen Victoria's wedding did white become the colour for a wedding dress. I wear me fat top half. There's not much of me is fat, to be honest. I'm a little bit around the belly, but I've been elongated. Look at that. That's using both hands. Look at that. Using both hands for you. Yeah, I'm quite elongated. Long legs. Long spindly arms. Just at the moment, because I can't run or I can't do much exercise, I'm putting a bit of weight on around the middle. Middle-age spread, unfortunately. Yeah, it used to be purple before they were white wedding dresses. Your grandparents married in all black in 1943, as was the fashion then. Black was chic. That's nice, I like that. Kirsty, I like that. Goth wedding. You still got the wedding pics. Oh, that's lovely. I wanted to keep asking this, when did suits become fashionable? When did that become smart? And what was it beforehand? Speedy Mitchell! How you doing, bud? How's things? There we go, Mr. Speedy NL is Mitchell. He jumped in on the stream yesterday and said he would come and say hello, and he has done. Nice to see you, bud. Nice to see you. Goedenavond, meneer. Goedenavond. That's a good point, to be honest with yourself. Wedding dresses in the 1940s were any colour available because of material rationing. Yeah. Germany and their overstayed Polish holiday and all. Exactly that. Whatever was available, you had to use. The same goes for food, of course. Everyone's a picky eater. I can't eat that. Back then, you just ate what you were given because there was no choice. You either ate or starved. So you made the best of what you had: clothes, food, whatever. Good. What about us? All doing well here, mate. All doing well, Mitchell. It's not as sunny today as it was yesterday, so I've not been able to get out, but yeah, we're all doing well. You haven't missed much yet. You missed Jeff. You never know, he might make another appearance, but, you know. In fact, what time are we on? Trying to remember what's next. We'll go and have a quick look at who else we can bring in.
But Kipper's Vindaloo can't be good for you.
Right, so in Kipper's Corner tonight, 20 mile per hour Wales, some roads are to revert to 30 miles per hour after backlash. Some roads in Wales are going to revert following a backlash at the Welsh Government's £34 million default 20 miles per hour policy. Transport Secretary Ken Skates said the changes will address the concerns that a lot of people have raised on a consistent basis. Get your skates on, Ken. Of course, for those who are not from the UK, get your skates on means hurry up. Ken Skates. But we knew that was never going to stay. 20 miles an hour, Wales. it's not going to work, is it? Not going to work. How do we think it was George Beau Brummel who made the suit standard? But it's one of those now. What makes us look at it and think that's smart? Why wasn't it something else? What is it that makes a suit smart? It pisses me off having to wear them. I mean, obviously, I look absolutely phenomenal wearing a suit. Obviously, I look like an anorexic bouncer when I wear a suit. I can wear them. I look quite smart, to be honest. But who decided they were smart? Beau Brummel. Yeah, that makes sense as well because he has got that reputation, hasn't he? Beau Brummel as being very well dressed. Jackie, your parents lived through rationing. Horrific, wasn't it? I mean, obviously there was no choice. You had to do what you had to do back then just to get through and survive. But it's mad what they had to live through. People back then made them stronger, made them what they are. In the 1940s, the wedding dress was whatever coloured parachute you could put your hands on. Absolutely. Just because there was nothing else available, no other material. You couldn't magic it up out of thin air. You couldn't 3D print anything. What was available? Just cut the dead German off the parachute and there you go. Make yourself a pair of MC Hammer trousers and you'll be alright. Saf, you had a Beau Brummel who popularised nudism in South Africa, did you? Was that his real name? Yep. There you go. You can go as quick as you want on your mobility scooter, Mandy. It's you're back up there. You can get it tuned, you can get it chipped, you can get it mapped. Pimp my mobility scooter. You've got them at the schools, the 20-mile-an-hour zones. We've got them at the same thing by the schools, but it's a pain in the arse. Got a cool setup. Dankjewel, meneer, dankjewel. It's developed a little bit over the years. And also, as you can see, we've got the flags up. For anybody who's been in on the stream, the flag will be put up there. Yours is already there. We've got a Dutch flag up already. But if anyone else is watching and you haven't got your flag up there, just let me know. I will put it up. As a thank you to everybody who joins the stream. It just feels so slow, it does, Mandy. Being in a car doing 20 mile an hour feels bloody slow. It's far too slow. But at the same point, if you're going past the school, you can't have people flying past there doing 40 and 50 because it's just going to end up in tears, isn't it? With the best will in the world, you can't really control little kids, whereas you can control your car, so just slow down. Be thoughtful. Ali, you'd like to go back in time just to see what it was like? It would be interesting, wouldn't it, going back, just seeing what things were like back then. Women would stain their legs with tea and pencil in a line to look like stockings during the war, yep. Tea or gravy browning as well, what I was told. Yeah, and getting very friendly with the yank. If you ever saw a woman chewing gum, they were always, raised eyebrows. Why is she chewing gum? Must have been with a yank. Disgusting behaviour, disgusting. Man, you wouldn't mind getting one. Defo start jousting tournaments in the arena. Get it done. Live stream the shit out of that girl. Mobility scooter jousting. I'd pay good money to go and watch that. Jackie, your granddad hated the Yanks. Plenty of people did. Lots of people in Liverpool and Manchester would have hated them as well because they were sectioned. Fucking hell, they weren't sectioned. They were stationed at Burton Wood near Warrington. So it's in between Liverpool and Manchester, and they would just go out and shag everything that moved, as you would do if you were thousands of miles away from home during a war and all the husbands were away. Get in, get the job done, get out, SAS style. Yeah, Mandy, get it sorted. I'll plug it on my streams. Upcoming. Mobility scooter Mandy. There you go, MSM. You're sorted, man. I think we'd be shocked. Went with your mum to the open air museum 2 years ago and it was like travelling back to the Middle Ages instead of just 50 years. We take it for granted, what we've got around us. Yes, special category, unicycle jousting. Definitely. I still want to see someone do a wheelie on a unicycle. Mitchell, what mic am I using? It does sound pretty smooth, thank you. I'm using a Shure SM57, which goes into a Volt V1 preamp. Not a preamp, what is it? Audio interface, that's what I was looking for. Shure SM57 Volt V1 interface. Straight into OBS. I've got loads of mics dotted around, but I like this one. Quite controllable. And with it being a dynamic mic, you don't really get to hear anything else around me, so it's quite handy. Although it's quiet out there now. I forgot I've got the window open. Steve, your auntie found one she liked. Alright. And he went back leaving her up the duff. A lot of them did, didn't he? Enjoy the UK. I'll see you later. And never to be seen again. Hobby horse jousting. Don't forget that. Yeah, SM57 and a Volt V1. Fairly cheap setup as well, to be honest with you. I think one of those mics, £99, $99, €99, always seems to be the same. And the Volt was only fairly cheap as well. And for the about a quarter or a half of the price of getting a Shure SM7B, you can make it sound like one. A little bit of tweaking, you can get it to sound quite well. Plus, with it being a Shure SM57, if you drop it on the floor, it will break the floor rather than the mic. They're very well built. 120, yeah, not bad, not bad. Worth every penny. But if any song that you can listen to over about the last 50 years will have had a Shure SM57 involved somewhere, whether it's miking the guitars or the drums, or occasionally someone singing into it. Although the SM58 normally is the vocal mic, but they get used a lot. Kirsty, you found a hobby horse jousting video, have you? Oh, please, 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 put that link in the RDA. We need to do that. Jackie, if a car comes around your back after 9:30, and you're like, who's making that noise? Anyone that comes around your back after 9:30, you need to know who it is, really, don't you? Very, very, very dangerous. Yeah. Are you into your gaming, are you, Mitchell? Well, I will follow your channel as well. I mean, I like me gaming. I'm a big gamer myself. Well, I was before my hands stopped working anyway. You used to upload a lot. You should upload more often. Make sure you do. You've got plenty more people on here who might be able to get you a few watch hours. Is there a neighbour's car? Yeah. Who comes over your back, Jackie? Who comes over your back? A pole vault jousting. I always like that joke by Chick Murray, Scottish comedian. Said during the Olympics were being held in Glasgow, someone walked past with a dead long stick. He said, "You're a pole vaulter." He said, "No, I'm a German, but how do you know my name was Walter?" Love that joke. A lady doesn't tell. In that case, Jackie, who is it? That definitely should be fun. There you go. Another sub. We're good like that round here, aren't we? We're good like that. Same as yourself. Same as yourself, Ali. Yeah. Is anybody streaming tomorrow evening? I've not seen anyone. Doesn't Laz stream on a Monday? Let's have a look. Only if the right money crosses your palm. Cross my palm with silver, so to speak. How very dare you? Our Jinxie is an exceptional lady. We're only teasing. Well, I'm only teasing. Ish. But you just look at the message above. If the right money crosses the palm, it's on. No matter what time of the evening it is. Make it while you can. You're going to be going live at about 8 UK time, 9 European. Chill and etch. Brilliant. We like that. Love watching when you're doing your etching. Very, very relaxing. The same as also when you're doing your fish. Very, very chilled. You don't mind a bit of teasing, especially when it's the crack. Fair play to you. It is, isn't it? It's only a laugh. There's a difference between being nasty and just having a laugh with your mates. And it's easy to tell, I think. What are you going to be etching? Yep. Banter in the crack, life's too short. It is, Steve. It's too short for being too serious too often. Everyone needs a bit of levity in their life. Chill, relax. Don't take yourself too serious. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Remember that. Oh, there you go. Ali, we'll be back just after 8:30 from training. Fantastic. I'll be there. Yeah, the bottle's been stolen and will not be given back. You have to find something else. Send a link to the RDA. Thank you, Kirsty. We'll have to get on that. We will have to get on that. For the week, you might be driving a friend to the hospital to visit a mum, but if not, you'll be there. Totally understandable. I think, well, speaking to myself as well, us streamers, I think we understand completely. It's wonderful when people can turn up. We understand that there is a life out there. And especially with driving a friend to the hospital to visit the mum, I think very much takes precedence over going to any live stream. But I think we do appreciate anybody making the effort to come and see us, so I'd like to say thank you anyway. I'm sure Saf would as well. Any support is always welcome. Jackie, you come here to laugh at us lot. As you should. That's what we're here for. Like I say, we're here to have a laugh. It can be miserable at times, life, can't it? It can be hard. It can be draining. It can be too much. What you need a laugh. You need to be able to just chill. Oh. Good. Nice, you know we're taking the piss. And yeah, oh yeah, bring Oli Bowling. Bring Oli. I haven't had Oli Bowling since 1985. Man, what happened to the blue light? You might get a bit of pink here as well. There you go. The blue light has gone out to charge because, like an absolute dick, I forgot to charge it up. I charged them two up just not this. So we are now stuck with a full-on. Looks a bit like it's on fire, doesn't it? Nah. Sorry, Everton had a win today, so it's going blue for the Blues. Up the Softies. Sorry, Mandy. Yeah. Oli Bowling, fantastic. Not New Year, they're nowhere to be found. Do you not think someone should do them all year round? Drunken people love good food. That's why kebabs sell so highly over here. Oli Bowling would do as well. Harry, you make them yourself after Christmas usually as well. Wow. I need to try them. And stroopwafels again. Oh. Stop it, you're making me hungry now. Stroopwafels are everywhere. Yeah, Steve. Go on, you Blues. Jackie, COYB means come on, you Blues. It's what us Everton fans say. The lightsaber died. Borrow Kirsty's charger. Well, I have got a charger here, which at the moment is plugged into me Ujima flip, which of course my little Bluetooth speaker has to have lights on the front of it. I can't do anything without lights, can I? It's waterproof, that. I can put it in the shower with me. And I got that because I needed to listen to stuff while I was working, and I've just gone and bought speakers for the PC. Yeah. The lightsabers died. There needs some charge of the lightsaber brigade. Don't care what I say, it's definitely a lightsaber. It's not, it's a light saber. That bit at the bottom wasn't attached to it. I've added that. Oh, fucking hell. Stupid, useless, one-handed bastard. But it does, it needs to be charged. It doesn't last as long as the other ones behind me. Where's my other thing? I've got other stuff as well. Balls to it. No, I'll find them. There's something else somewhere as well. But I'll put that on charge before I forget. Helen, what are Oli Bowling? Oli, oil, bowling. They're little balls like like little donut balls, aren't they? Similar to donuts in that they're fried dough, but they're little balls. Very nice. In fact, hang on, Steve. I'll show you. Yeah, little circular donuts. Did you like me balls? They are very, very, very tasty. Yeah, traditional New Year's Eve food. Oily balls. Yours never come out round. I think if they come out too round, they look too prefabricated. Homemade anything shouldn't be perfect. It should look homemade. The love comes from what you put into the food, not the way it looks, I think. Ollie balls, like Ollie Mares, only much tastier. Yes, man, you would love the oily balls. Very tasty. And definitely not Isaac Hayes chocolate salty balls. How on earth they get away with stuff like that, I'll never know. Helen said they look nice balls, better than yours. Oh, sweeter maybe. I was going to say, don't be dropping that picture in the RDA. That's not the kind of picture to be putting on Instagram. Soon be getting binned off of that one. Oh, my hay fever's starting to kick in again. That must be, I don't know if it's tree pollen. Is it tree pollen this time of year? It goes up, doesn't it, at the during the morning, and then whatever the pollen hangs around for ages and then settles of an evening. So you end up getting sneezy of a morning and sneezy in the evening. Yeah, thanks for that image, Helen. Thanks very much. Much appreciated. Sick bags all round. You have to knit us some sick bag holders. Gravity and Commando for there you go, yeah. That's not an image I need to know. Gravity and Commando. Yeah, thankfully, it's not going to go on Instagram. Yep, so the trees and the plants are dogging and we're all suffering. It is ridiculous. Once the grass pollen goes up, it's even worse. Yep, from the family tree to gravity. Everything's covered. Well, obviously, it's not covered, otherwise, yep, they wouldn't be hanging now. Low-hanging fruit. My friend Zoe in the Isle of Man messaged me earlier on. I just sent her a message, can't talk, I'm live on YouTube. She says, hello YouTube. So I think I'm going to have to print off an Isle of Man flag now, aren't I? And stick it up there. Does that mean she's officially appeared on the stream? Hello from the Isle of Man. I don't know. Right, I want to send that back. YouTube says hello back. Fact. Yeah, I might take a picture of that as well. There you go. She'll like that. Ali, you don't get hay fever. I never used to, or you don't either, Jackie. I never used to at all until we moved to Southport. And then there's just fields, farmers' fields everywhere with rapeseed. And that was it. The age of 18, I suddenly got hay fever. And I've had it ever since. And it is an absolute pain in the hole. Yep. Very low fruit at our age, isn't it, Steve? Unfortunately. Which is why we can't wear kilts. Otherwise it'd have to be ankle length kilts. What? Are we having buffering at the moment? I've just got a warning. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Pain in the arse. How? It's a dedicated PC with a dedicated graphics card and dedicated everything else. Fucking YouTube, you're a pain in the arse, mate, I tell you. Yeah, another image you didn't need. Just for a sec. Just, what are they playing at? What are they playing at? Stream is healthy again now, apparently. YouTube being a knob. Yeah, well, one of your nieces and nephews have to wear special bands to help when they get it bad. It's horrible. Buffering in the low-lying fruit it is. Yeah, it wasn't just you, Ali. It was, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Technology's being an absolute dick. The more I spend on it, the worse it becomes. Stupid. I didn't send Zoe the link, unfortunately. Don't think she'd be watching something like this. All I do is take the piss out of her, by the way. Constantly. And have done for a long, long time. Are all kilts short? They're all the knee length, aren't they, kilts, I think. But then that begs the question, Steve, are your balls knee length? It is Jeff again, it's definitely Jeff. It's always Jeff. Jackie, you never noticed the buffering? Well, it said it might be on and off, so you never know. Jeff is messing with the system. Jeff is a prick. Right, before he goes any further, we'll have to have Horace's haiku before he gets left out. Did you see the stream when Nick was by the seaside? He never took me. Being guilt-tripped by a 51-year-old bear. What the fucking hell is going on? Bang out of order. Kippers is sat there moaning about everything. Jeff is just breaking everything I own. And then Horace is pissed off because I didn't take a 51-year-old bear to the seaside with me. I'm a 51-year-old man. Can't take me bear with me. It is cruel, isn't it? I'll cry myself to sleep tonight. I hope you're happy with that. I'll tell you what then. Should I take Horace to the beach this week? What do you think? Horace's big adventure. Should we take him? Oh, hello. Ding, ding, ding. Adam, how you doing, mate? How's things? Yeah, it's completely cruel. Poor Horace. Poor Horace. Steve, your knees are knackered, so you're walking a bit bow-legged, so they are getting closer. We have to be careful here, mate. Me and you, we have to be careful. Yeah. Very, very careful. You can get leather kilts, can't you? Have you seen them ones, Kirsty? Black leather kilts. Looking very fantastic. Yes, but don't drown him. Do you know what? I might take him with me. And then tell you what kind of looks I got from people. Have you seen that stupid old man over there with his teddy bear? For fuck's sake. You've been on a video making extravaganza. Glad to hear it. I loved your one about the Robusta beans. Robusta coffee, yeah. Didn't realise, obviously, for making the likes of instant coffee, they have to be very robust beans to survive that long without completely losing the flavour. Every video I watch, just learn something new. It's fantastic. Horace and Kippers and a picnic. That might well happen. A teddy bear's picnic. But that would have to be in the woods, wouldn't it? Not the beach. I might try that one. Going to try and do a premiere every Friday. Yep. If you try and do the premiere every Friday at the same time, that thing of being in the rhythm of doing it, everyone knows exactly what time you're going to be on. You'll find more and more people watch because they know. I know exactly what time they're going to be on. I do it with the videos I watch during the week, the car videos. I know exactly what time they drop, what days they drop. So I'm far more likely to watch them. Well worth it, mate. Teddy bear picnic, definitely. I bet they'd chafe. I bet they would. Don't let me get kidnapped by a seagull. I will fight any seagull that tries to take my bear off me. I am a 51-year-old man. Honest. Do you need a long handle loofah in the shower to reach them, Steve? Do you? Do they hang low? Can you tie them in a bow, etc.? Or, if that was the case, you don't need the loofah. You could put something on the floor, couldn't you? You could put an upturned brush head on the floor and just shuffle them and clean them on. Blue sky thinking, man. We can Dragon's Den this. Put them in the baby carrier. I can get a papoose, yeah. A double papoose. Kippers on the back, Horace in the front. That wouldn't look freaky, would it? Creeping out everyone around Southport. There's a weird fella over there in the dunes. Don't go near him. Bears can picnic anywhere. They can. Yeah, 7 o'clock on a Friday. That's absolutely right, Adam. If you do that, that'll be the thing that people do at 7 o'clock on a Friday. You know exactly what's going to happen. Adam's video is going to be on. Get in there. Being a premiere, everyone will be jumping in the chat and talking to each other. I'll try and make sure I jump in. I was working. Unfortunately, I work until about 7:30 on during the week. I try not to finish at 7:30 on a Friday, but I had to this week. I had something to finish off. So I unfortunately missed it. 9 p.m, SAF time, yep. 8 p.m, had a week, and maybe Mitchell, if Mitchell's still here. If you want to find out what coffee, well worth watching them as well. You'd watch me fight a seagull. As long as it isn't Steven Seagull, I might win. Might be alright. I need help. I do. You're offering, Jackie. You're helping. Coming over to give us a hand. Steve, when you pay after flushing, you just pop them in the cold water. Does that make them go back up for a little while? Right, Saf, you would pay to watch me fight a seagull. There you go. Once I get monetised, the membership perks that you're going to get every month will be monthly live seagull fights. Stripped to the waist, just a t-shirt on. Yeah, send out the reminder as well. You've got a dreadful memory, Jackie. Yeah, I'm sure you've told me that before, but I might be wrong. 7 p.m, you normally pop out to town then. Pop in for a few before you leave and then you rewatch later. There you go. As long as we know when it is. Absolutely. Good on you, Steve-o. At 8 p.m. on a Friday evening, you might be going wild on the dance floor then, had a week. Shaking your booty. Lucky you, is what I say, lucky you. When you set up the premiere, you click notify subscribers, but you don't have any control after that. Yep. Just keep your eye on it, and hopefully, Jinxie get in the habit of watching it at 7 o'clock on the Fridays. Steve, your work here is done. It's never done, mate. Once you've had one stone cold zinger, you need another one afterwards. An hour with you, I'd be squealing for freedom. Jackie, I think you overestimate my ability to put up with you. 10 minutes at a stretch. 10 minutes. Notifications are so random, they are. Of course, to anyone who's a streamer, don't forget, you can put out 3 videos a day and notifications will go out. Any more than 3 and they stop going out. That's it. You only get 3 notifications in a day. Which is why when Daniel's done 4 or 5 videos and then a live chat, he's complained in the past about, I don't know why people aren't turning up. Because there's no notification goes out. So I had to tell him about that one. I only found out on a live stream that I watched. Come as a bit of a shock to me. They're not nightmares, Kirsty, not nightmares. Not after the rabbit holes that you go down, anyway. Yeah, that's the good thing as well, isn't it? After the fact that you can ask a question in live time, live, while it's ongoing, and get your answer immediately. Yeah, drop a reminder in the Insta room, so at least we know when it's coming up. You are indeed the coffee servant to our southern correspondent. Yeah, but the notifications are bloody awful, as always. Hang on. I said to Zoe that YouTube says hello back. She went, does it buggery? So she's now getting the picture. Fuck you, Zoe. Fuck you. This week's video is 18 minutes long. Brilliant. It's a really good length, and also it's a good length for having a premiere, where people can get in and have a chat and, like you say, Saf, ask questions about what's happening during the video. It's fantastic. Very informative. Do we do lives every night? Part of our community, Steve, I do meet Wednesday and Sunday. I think Laz does lives on a Monday. Daniel does his lives as and when he thinks of them. Or premieres, on the other hand, like Adam's putting all the effort into making a video. That will get shown, and he'll be in the chat at the same time. So you can throw a video, a premiere, to be a live stream, to be something else all going on during the week. We are covered, and I like being able to jump in and do the occasional stream like yesterday, Steve, when I just feel like it. If the inspiration hits, or like yesterday, it was a lovely day, and rather than going home and just sitting in the house, I can be talking to you instead. So I like doing that. But there will be, I'm sure, between us there'll be streams pretty much every day. Because we rock! My thing's gone. Where'd I put my thing? My thing's gone missing. The doggies are up. Oh, hello doggies. Man, do you check YouTube every morning? If you see a live or a premiere, you hit the specific... I can't even speak English. The specific notify me thingy. Is Mount PMA getting any more view time? I need to redraw it. And good you reminded me. I need to print off everyone's AVI and then laminate it and then stick that to magnets. Because I'm a fucking idiot, obviously. That's the kind of thing I do. I watch other people's live streams. They're nowhere near as weird or chaotic as this one. But, you know, you get what you pay for. Jackie, you'll hit notify if you get it as well. That's good. If you do that, then you're not going to miss out on anything. And also, if you know that it's going to be 7 o'clock on a Friday, you're less likely to miss them anyway. Yeah, you're right there, Adam. Your channel doesn't really work for what you're doing. The videos work better with a premiere. Much better. You lost 70 hours so far this month, hence why you've ramped up the video output. Got to be done, mate. I'm lucky in as much as I'm not losing too much. I might be losing 10 hours a day. On a really, really, really bad day. Most days I might lose an hour, 2 hours. It's only once I got to August I started hitting decent hours per week. So I think I'm quite lucky with that one. But if you lose them, you need to start making them up again, don't you? The only live streams you do now are me and Big Jet TV. Me and Big Jet TV need to do a collaboration. Next time they're at Liverpool, John Lennon Airport, I'll go down and see them. Your dogs are lying over 90% of your bed. Get them to move. Tell them straight. You do as well, do you, Kirsty? Still get no notifications. It's just mad, isn't it? Say walkies in Dutch. I don't know walkies in Dutch. Lopies. I know walking is lopen. I don't know. What's walkies in Dutch? Zullen we lopen gaan? Shall we go walking? Is that what that says? I can't speak Dutch anymore. Awful, isn't it? Hup, zullen we gaan? Zullen we gaan? What breed of dogs have you got, Jinxie? What have you got? Yeah, going live does give the opportunity to ask questions and take the piss, but so do the premiers, because you can talk in the chat as well, and Adam will be in the premier chat talking to you. Who's Big Jet TV? That would be, I don't know if you've seen it a couple of years ago, was it Storm Eunice? Big Jet TV will go to airports and then we'll film the planes coming in, landing and taking off and things. And they were doing it live streaming I think it was Heathrow, wasn't it? Live streaming from Heathrow during Storm Eunice, and half the world were watching them. So they become a very big channel on the back of it. I like watching stuff like that. Airliners live as well. Big Jet TV and Airliners live. Just stick them on and watch planes landing all day long. I love it. Absolutely love it. Arvin is always nuts. Lego is not happy with the rain. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Naar buiten is what you say. Sorry, I said that out loud, didn't I? Oops. Yes, outside, isn't it? Shall we go out? Naar buiten? Adam, even though you're not getting any more dogs yet, the wife has said you like collies. Right. Shepherds, yep. English or maybe a Welsh collie. Be nice. I mean, collies, I think they take a hell of a lot of looking after, don't they? You need to really exercise the shit out of them, otherwise they're bored. But yeah, if you've got the energy and you've got the land around you, go and do it. It's fantastic. Kirsty, you've had to switch to the phone. Is it charged? 2 Shih Tzu. George who's 11 and Missy who's 8. Both rescues are, that's lovely. And for those who don't know what a Shih Tzu is, it's one without any animals. There you go. Steve, you love your aviation. I do as well, mate. I've been obsessed with it since I was a kid. Yeah, Jerry Dyer, who is Big Jet TV, streams the planes landing and taking off at Heathrow. Does go around the world, but yeah, Heathrow's the main thing. Airliners Live does a lot from Manchester and Liverpool, so I like them as well. Steve's an anorak, man. Harsh that, mate, innit? Thinking of doing driving videos on your personal channel, just live streaming you driving around Wales? Do it, Adam. I've done a couple of driving videos on my channel and they seem to be quite well received. People put them on in the background and just relax to them. Well worth it, and of course Wales is stunning. I'd do that if I were you, mate, really would. Hedwig, you managed to get your clogs on. Thank you, Val. Thank you as well. Somewhere you haven't seen exactly. I mean, most of us are from the UK, but we haven't necessarily seen where the other people in the UK are from. You might have seen Liverpool, but you haven't seen the roads around me in Southport and things like that. You know, it's just seeing something different, isn't it? Welterusten for straks, for later, yeah. Have you watched 74 Gear? Funnily enough, I was watching him earlier on as well, Saf. I was watching some of his stuff. I like him. I love his sign off as well. Keep the blue side up. What a great way of doing it. You're doing your using a laptop, but the spelling was doing your head in. Fair enough. You can't slide it right, can you, on a laptop? Boom, boom. Yes, reminds me of a poem by Thingy. My head's gone west here, mate. Have you got a new charger for the laptop? Get it sorted. So yeah, some people are building big channels just walking around the places. You're always driving around Wales. Stick a phone in your car windscreen. You should do. Definitely. There's a lot to be said for relaxation content. I mean, again, we're talking about planes landing. That's relaxation content. It's the same as going around in a car, just driving around. If it looks nice and it's relaxed, people will watch it. I would do anyway. Yeah, 747 pilot. Takes you through pilot life. Talks about ATC and pilot interactions. I was watching one earlier about ATC and pilot interactions. But he does a lot of stuff where he's been sent around the world to be like a relief pilot. So it tells you exactly what he does during his day. Great stuff. Bellingham scored a late winner in the Classico. Oh, man. Loves it. Some of lesser known Wales. Yeah, the stuff that we don't get to see. I mean, you'll know the same being in Northern Ireland. It's not just, the Giant's Causeway or the Harland and Wolff cranes. There's loads more to it. But you don't get to see them, unfortunately. There's a guy that does driving videos in West Wales. That wouldn't be Hubnut, would it, by any chance, Mandy? I know he lives in West Wales. Does lots of car videos. Me joke. I know, Jack, I know. I like Boom Boom. Just, it reminds me of Baldrick. His poem in Blackadder Goes Forth. Yep. You've got lanes, Cambrian Mountains. Yeah, I've got the seaside. You've got everything. Loads of roads around there. Some of the best driving roads in the world, not just the UK, are in Wales. You are very lucky where you can go to. And if you can throw a decent camera in your car and be able to record that while you're doing it, you'll be able to make loads of viewing hours on them. I've done a few on my channel and they get fairly good views, to be honest with you. If I remember rightly. Yeah, you can get hundreds, sometimes thousands on views like on driving videos. Well worth it. Yeah, the rug cleaning videos. I did watch one earlier on. I've not watched one in ages, but I watched one earlier on. Absolutely incredible. Persian rug. I would have thought it was turf. Never mind a Persian rug. By the time he finished, it was red. Marvellous. You got the reference. Of course you did, Jackie. Of course you did. You're not daft. So if you watch a channel that does die-cast car model racing, you don't need to get out more. You need to watch more of it. It's fantastic. The whole world is out there. Right. Oh. That's not a bad camera at all, that one, mate. 12 gig of RAM as well. A 4K that will fill up fairly quickly. Just be aware of that. But yeah, that should definitely do well. And the quality should be absolutely incredible. It's amazing how good it looks when you've got a decent camera. Good image stabilisation as well in your car while you're driving. Does look fantastic. Yeah, but I'd do that and make sure you start putting them up on your channel, because you will be surprised just how quickly the hours ramp up with them. Mr. Hughes is 3 fellas who repair old tanks and military vehicles. Not seen them. I'll have to look. Was it the rug cleaner with googly eyes on his machine? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Stick to the speed limits, yes. Which are going back up to 30 mile an hour, as Kippers reliably told me earlier. But it's funny, definitely funny with some of the videos I've done with like walking around bits of Southport, or going to Formby, driving around places that I take it for granted, but there will be people all around the place who've never seen where I'm going. It'll be the same with you. If someone around the world just suddenly comes across you driving through Wales, well, I've never seen this before, never seen Wales, I wonder what it's like. I'll just sit and watch this. It's crazy. You can blow up as well, definitely blow up. You miss Car SOS, you wonder how Workshop Phil is. There's a new series started, was it last week or the week before? So hopefully you should see some more of them coming to you soon. Yeah, we're all hoping to catch some Rabbit Hole Library channel. Not made it yet. Kirsty, get working on it. Yeah, Auto Alex definitely doesn't worry about filming while speeding. Jack and Ethan, yeah, they've started their own channel, which is under the umbrella of Auto Alex, along with Thingy and Thingy, Edwin and I can't remember his name now. All of them used to work for Car Throttle, so there's about 15 of them involved in the channel now. All got their own little shoot-off channels, but Car Throttle, Edwin and Will have got Top Dead Centre as well. But it's all under the same umbrella, so it's all the same kind of quality gear. It's fantastic. So if you like Car Throttle, you like Auto Alex, you like all their channels. Jack and Ethan are fantastic. I like watching them. Always funny. Watch some tourist videos in Cape Town to see if you're in the background. You will be. At some point, you will be. Yeah. You have to get the laptop fixed, and now you've got it working, and a working charger, you've got no idea how to record the screen when doing a live. Kirsty, we can help you through this. Not a problem. Reach out, and I'll be there. We can sort this. Yeah, Jack and Edwin are sound. Alex is a bit up his own arse. He is. I think with him at times you can see that there's a bit of pressure on him being the face to be able to bring the money in to make all the stuff that you want to make. But I quite like them. I think that it's a good channel, or a good set of channels and a good set of lads. Better than a lot of the other stuff that's out on there anyway. Interesting to watch. With 10:15, why am I still on? It's 10:15. Going on far too long. I'm addicted to this live streaming. Give it a go, Kirsty. Yes, definitely give it a go. Is it true that Mike Brewer of Wheeler Dealers is a bit of a knob? Apparently not. From everyone who I've seen on other channels who've met him, they all say he's just a proper down-to-earth fella. I've seen some good interviews with him as well. Just seems a normal lad. He had no intention of being on TV, but fell into it, and is making a huge amount of money out of it now. But apparently, from the people that have worked with him and people that know him, he's sound. Ed China, on the other hand, Mike has reached out to him a few times. He doesn't want to know. It's a shame, really. They seem to be really good mates. Yes, exactly, Adam. Kirsty, there are loads of people within this community who can help you. There's loads of tech issues that can be sorted, or can put on a kilt, let the balls hang low and build you a wall. We will be watching. That's the main thing as well. When I first started doing my live streaming, it was because the likes of Kev and Dan pushed me to do it. They knew I wanted to, but they pushed me. They said, you need to do this, you need to do that, get on with it. We'll be there. And when we've done my first couple of streams, the whole of the community was there. So the support, whether it's technical, whether it's just having people there to make sure that your numbers are up, or to be there to talk you through things, will always be there for you, don't worry about it. There is so much help within this community. Almost started an accidental live at about 3:30 this morning. You need to watch out for that. Definitely, especially with your phone in your hand if you're in bed, because some lives you don't need to be sending, do you? Yeah, interesting now, there's circles of channels on YouTube, there is. Tribes of channels. And we are. And the good thing is, everybody will get behind each other and will help out. It is fantastic. Yeah, trying to do an Angie live stream there. You like being in a tribe of channels? Adam, I do as well, mate. I love it. The support is phenomenal. You never get worried about starting a live. Like I was in the car yesterday, I just pressed go. There was no one there. I knew within minutes there would be. There always is. Yeah, man, you might not be there at 3:30 in the morning. Someone will be. There's always someone awake, isn't there? There's always someone awake at 3:30. Usually, Kirsty, it's you, to be honest. But yeah, another way of saying clicks. It isn't though, because clicks, Jackie, are a little bit nasty at times. Clicks you can't really join. You're either in it or you're out of it. With us, if you're a member of the community, you're a member of the community, and everyone looks after each other. If any one of us on here said, I'm going to start a channel, I want to start doing live streams, everyone would say, yeah, go on. Do you need any help? What time are you starting your first stream? We'll all be there, and everyone will be jumping in. It's great. Ali, you'll be snoring at that early o'clock. You will be, because you'll have done your second 600k of the day. How did you get on with the London Marathon today? Did you do a lap of honour? Yeah, if there's an apocalypse, we in this community can rebirth humanity properly. Steve, we will be, definitely. We'll all be there. It's a good thing having people around us that are supportive. There's a YouTuber called Wonder Mama who does compilations of music reactions on specific songs. One of them starts with Kev on his Perfect Circle reaction. It's those kind of things where if you get thrown on someone else's video, all of a sudden you can wake up the following day with another 3,000 or 4,000 followers. It's mad. Yeah, Jackie, you be dreaming, slobbering on your pillow while someone comes up your back passage at 9:30. Kirsty, you completely forgot about the London Marathon until you were in central London, despite being from London and living in London. Yeah. Once you got into central London, I bet you it was a bit, oh hello, what are these doing? It's a bit busy. One thing typing it, another thing doing it. To be honest, Steve, I can only speak as I find with this, you know, mate. Everything I've done has always been loads of people helping. Technical stuff I've had to learn. Just getting people to turn up. There's always people there. It's fantastic. And it is appreciated. And as a result, it'd be something I'd like to pay back. So whenever I can help anyone out, if I can, by promoting people's live streams if they want to do them, premieres. If you get your, that's another thing I can do. If you get your video sorted out on by Wednesday, if it's done, Adam, let me know and I'll put the link in the description. We'll talk about it on the stream for your premiere for Friday. We can do all that. Your back gets closed at night. Very wise, Jackie, very wise. No problem, Kirsty. Yeah, it's Saf. We're here to try and help people out, and it's nice to be part of that community where there is help and support. I'm more than happy to help out with anything I can do. I'm not a genius at it by any stretch of the imagination, but I've learned a lot over the last year by completely fucking up. By learning how to do things right, how to do things shite, and everything in between. But it's 20 past 10, man. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'll have to get sorted. I'll have to go and put my feet up and have a nice glass of alcohol-free red wine. I've got some alcohol-free beer as well that my daughter bought me. I might have one of them, actually. That's in the fridge. I might have one. The video's already uploaded. It's just set to private until Wednesday when you set up the premiere. If it's once you set it up, then just give me a shout. I'll quite happily talk about it on the stream, and then if anyone's watching, the link will be in the description as well. I do get plenty of views after the fact as well, so hopefully might get someone joining you. But for now, it is time to foxtrot Oscar because I'm starting to get knackered. Yep. Exactly, Ali. Ask any questions you want. If we know, we'll let you know, and if we don't, we'll find someone else who does. Yeah, motivation, technical help, video ideas. It's nice having people around who are willing to jump in. You know what I mean? You'll always find someone who's got an idea, or can't get my mic to work. Yeah, I had the same problem, and this is where I found the solution to it, etc. So we'll all be there for you. Don't worry. No worries, Adam. Always willing to help, mate. You've always been there as well, so we are part of a community together, like you say. We're part of this tribe. We all help each other out. Jackie, your eyes are closing. Good. Get yourself to sleep. And hopefully see you on Sunday and all that. Ali, night. Yep. Steve, see you later, bud. Take care. Saf, night. Mandy, Adam, who else have we got in there? Had the week's gone, hasn't she? Thanks very much, and I forgot which button I was supposed to be pressing, but balls to it, who cares? If it works, it works, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, that was the one.
That's all we've got time for this evening, so it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him. Good night. Good night.
And that is that.
Hoo-yah!